up? I got Naskin here with me. This ain't a diss song, but yeah, you know what it is. I'm a cheesehead, y'all niggas cheese whiz. Pittsburgh Steelers, that's nothing. That Super Bowl ring, that's nothing. Pull up in your town when you
under some pressure, he's headed south. And it is broken up in the end zone, incomplete. Jair Alexander.
What do you think of your group so far?
Cautiously optimistic, and I think most teams are, but I think they showed up from the summer break in shape, and it's clear that they also stayed on top of the playbook stuff. And we're just so much further ahead from a year ago, guys being in year two, and just plus us kind of cleaning some things up in the spring schematically, and so I just think we're so much further ahead from a mental standpoint.
You mentioned it, year two in your system. However, many of the key pieces to the puzzle are in year one. How is that dynamic balancing out?
I think it's been fine because the guys that we brought in are all high football IQ guys. I think the additions, the existing guys from the coaching staff plus the new additions are all excellent teachers. And as I said before, with us trimming some things down and simplifying some things, I think all that has combined to it's been pretty seamless from that standpoint.
Mike, you mentioned the new guys. What will they do for your, shall we call it, a football personality? Attitudes are contagious. What kind of things will they bring to the party attitude-wise?
Well, they all play with great effort, and I think that's a big part of it. I'd rather have somebody that that walks the walk, and these guys all fit that mold. So they're not going to be big rah-rah guys, and we don't need them to be. But our goal is to be our identity. I mean, we joke in the room that it's the two F's. We want to be fast and physical, and our guys have really taken that to heart. And the guys that we brought in all exemplify that, and I think that's a tribute to Goody and his staff, that we're very much on the same page in the types of guys we want to bring in.
It looks like Montravius Adams is getting more or less the first crack at replacing Mike Daniels in the base defense. What are you seeing for Mon?
Mon's a guy, if I had to pick one player as most improved from a year ago, it would be Mon. Made great strides throughout the offseason last year. Even coming out of training camp, I have to admit, and he knows this, that I wasn't real sold. And I think it's a tribute to him and Jerry Montgomery for sure, who works with him on a daily basis of how he's improved his everything, his work habits, his technique, just the off the field habits. I mean, he made some great strides last year, played some quality minutes for us at the end of the year, and I think that confidence propelled him into the off season. And then he reported, I don't know, it was 15, 20 pounds lighter in April. Had a really good spring for us, and I'm just excited for him because he is the type of guy that you root for.
Mike, what would be a big season for your defense as a whole?
What everybody wants, win the Super Bowl. We're in the whatever it takes mode. I don't get caught up in statistics and we want to be this, and we'll look at those as to kind of gauge where we are and maybe some things we need to improve on. But statistically, we want to be the winningest defense in the National Football League. Secondary to that is as we all know, that the main indicator of wins and losses outside of the score is the turnover margin, and that's something that we've really emphasized. I think our guys are doing a really good job. We have a system where how we grade practice, whether or not how ball aware our guys are, whether they're looking for strip attempts or quarterback's getting ready to throw or throwing a hand up in the air to get in passing lane. So I think we've done a much better job. We still have a ways to go, But we want to be that defense that we want to be aggressive. We want to take the ball away. But that just doesn't happen. I mean, that's something that we constantly have to preach, and we got to go out and practice it.
So, I just love my team. Yeah, that's the team with them big G's on the helmet.